What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. The other day I came across Kendra G on Instagram. I was strolling looking for some super thick IG models when I came across a reel. And I said, oh my God, I just got to share this with you brothers. Now this is a particular sister who lives in the Philippines as an expat. Right now, we already know a lot of black men like the Philippines for many reasons. So just understand that they like Filipino women. That relationship between black men and Filipino women has been going on for a lot of years. But I want you to hear the entitlement that this lady has, and I'm going to come back.
Miriam, you're in the Philippines. You're 38?
Yes, I'm 38.
Do you have any kids?
Do I have?
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have one son. He's 9. He'll turn 9 on Tuesday.
He'll turn 9 on Tuesday? Okay. So we got Miriam, Philippines, 38. One son that
Maureen.
Maureen, I'm sorry, Maureen?
Thank you, Maureen.
Maureen, okay. So Maureen, Philippines, 38.
Yes. I'm from Kenya. I'm from Kenya, but I work in the Philippines. So I'm a diplomat. I don't like using the word diplomat. I'm an expat.
What are you looking for, girl?
A kind man. You have to be kind to yourself first, because that way then you can be kind to me. Someone who's well educated and well read. Basically, if you don't know where Kenya is, that's a problem. If you don't know where the Philippines is, that's a problem, you know? So I just need people who know more than their surroundings. There's a lot of Americans here in the Philippines. So even after traveling so far from the US to come to the Philippines, are still a bit rough around the edges. There's many other nationalities here. So you'd find other nationalities are more, whether it's British, whether it's Europeans, they're more well-versed. So I need someone like that. I think for me, I'm at a point where any man who would enter my life now would need to be someone who I would be able to see as a potential father to my son. Why I say this is, you may have your own kids, but you'd need to be also willing and ready to be a father to a woman with a son.
So what are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. So you don't have a passport. That's a problem. That's a problem. Let's start there. Because the nature of my job is one where we'll move around a lot. Now, if you do want a situation where we are settling down together, it would likely mean that then I'm the one coming to you and moving to you, right? If that is the case, then you would need to be in the 150K upwards bracket, okay? So if you're not there and that is what you want, then it would be a deal breaker if you're below that bracket. You need to be presentable as I am, okay? So when I'm standing next to you, it's like, yes, this is my man, you got what I mean? You got what I mean, Kendra, right?
So, okay. Let me jump in here. He has to be presentable. I think you mentioned it earlier. He has to make at least 150K?
Yes. This is because, I still want maybe 1 or 2 more kids. I would like to have more kids, sorry. So that would mean a situation where then I'm coming to you to, if we're starting a family, etc., right? But if I'm okay also if we reach, because I'm getting to an age where kids are really not a thing. So if we are at that point where, you don't want more kids, I don't want more kids, we just want to just enjoy life together, enjoy the world together, then I'd be okay with 100K, because then, it would mean then I'm still working, right? So I'm okay with 100K and maybe 80, it depends on which state you're from, if you're in the US. If you're in Europe, I don't know, 100K would probably cut it in Europe. Below that would be, different. If you're in Africa, again, 80K equivalent
This is what a
Repeat the
person
question.
said. Tax Master DFW said, "Man, please wait until you leave the Philippines because you can't compete with the Filipinas there. They are more fit, feminine, and don't have your wild requirements."
100%.
What? I can't
It's
hear
not that
you.
they're fit feminine. Filipino women, this is the thing with Filipino women from my observation. Because Philippines is a developing country, the men are not your working type of man. They don't like to work, they're lazy, right? But then you find that the women want a man, the foreigners, because the foreigners are able to take care of their whole family. They're able to take care of their father, their mother, their brothers, their sisters. So they are just, Filipino women are very aggressive. Let me tell you, they are more aggressive than Africans. But they conform to fit what it is a man is looking for. But once they have you, let me tell you, you are done for. They will squeeze everything they will out of you. I've seen so many men, and most of them Americans, unfortunately, older men who come here, marry a Filipino girl, and then on the expat Facebook group, they're complaining about, oh, she stole my money, oh, she did my this, she took the house, I can't own the house. And I'm thinking, guys, you keep going back on this cycle. You come here looking for these women, you get the woman, and then when shit hits the fan, you're complaining. Other expats complain. And so you could easily say, oh, they're fit, feminine, but the reality is I'm not going to lie to you about the fact that this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. But a Filipino woman will play the part until she gets the ring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you did you did happen to hear that. You did hear that correctly. Okay. That was not a mistake. First of all, I don't want to focus in on anybody's appearance or anybody's age or how tall or short they are. But you have a lady who is 38 years old, all right? 38 years old. And that's not necessarily old, but you know, she is a 9-year-old child. She really believes that, I mean, from what you can, hear, she has a kind of attitude that, she's very, very good looking. She feels it about herself. She wants somebody to look good with her. She has a lot of confidence. Then wants a man to be able to make $150,000 a year, to be able to take care of her kids, the kid that she has. Then somebody, if you can remember, in the comment was like, well, why does somebody need to deal with you? They can come to the Philippines and get somebody that's more fit, more feminine than you are. Did you hear what she said? She said 100%. So you're in the Philippines. I mean, not only did you insult the men there and call them lazy, but you're already admitting that if a man really wants a woman that's really hitting on something, he shouldn't really talk to you. And that is where the rubber meets the road, guys. I just really got to talk about that. This is the problem. And again, I'm not saying that somebody shouldn't want what they want, but at the same time, do you know how hard it is to get a man that makes $150,000 a year? Obviously, it's very difficult. You're on Kendra G trying to cast your wide net. Couldn't find it in Kenya. Can't find it in the Philippines. So the question is, what is it about you in your 38 years of life that nobody wants to deal with? What is it? Can you tell me? And this is the thing that they don't understand. So many people feel too highly about themselves and to what their realistic chances are. And that is the actual problem that I've been telling you that a lot of ladies have been having here. And a lot of ladies have been having these issues. A lot. I mean, a lot. And I just don't understand, like, how many years are some of these ladies going in the same direction, in the same direction, in the same direction. And men are looking at you like, oh, okay, well, we ain't even gonna pay you no attention. And you know what the most funny part about this is? The men that they want, that have all of this stuff they talk about, these guys don't even pay them any attention. That's the funny part. These guys do not pay them any attention. Okay? At all. Why don't they pay you any attention? I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Again, this is not about looks, but I'm gonna tell you exactly why. These women have never figured out what these men actually want or desire. These women have never figured out what these men want or desire. The only thing they have ever asked themselves is what they want and desire. Unfortunately, we live in a world where you need to provide value for the world. Lady, I know that y'all don't like that. I know that y'all have a problem with that, but at a certain point, can you please tell me why is it that nobody takes you seriously? Can you tell me that? Can you please explain to me why you have not figured out what these men want? And it's crazy because every business figures out what the customers want. They never do. They never do. I really wish y'all figured that out. So they're sitting back here repeating the same things, the same errors, the same mistakes over and over and over again. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.